Center now with more. Paige?
Yeah, Justin, we're really going to start to see those rain chances increasing tonight into your Wednesday and into your Thursday as well. You can see here satellite and radar, those clouds really increasing and those rain chances now starting to increase just to our west. Some of those areas up to our north and west are already starting to get in on a little bit of rain this evening. So as we scan the skies now, you can see that rain up into areas of Morgan County, even a little bit into Rowan County as well, even over there into Menifee County. Now, as we look at the bigger pictures, because this warm front moving through our area, that'll continue to bring us showers and even storms as we head into your Wednesday. Check out those temperatures though, where that warm front is associated. You can see colder air above that. That's where that is going to stay. We are going to continue to see those warmer temperatures across eastern Kentucky. Those mid to upper 50s, which is really where we're going to stay throughout the overnight hours. Some spots may be dropping into those low to mid 50s as that cloud cover acts as a thermal blanket. Now we do have these flood watches out. This goes until Thursday right around noon to 1 due to the heavy rain moving into our area. And so we'll break down that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Justin.
Paige, thank you. President Trump laid out his proposals and promises for the nation before a joint session of Congress in his State of the Union address. The president was forced to postpone Tuesday night's speech after a 35-day government shutdown. Kenneth Craig has the latest from Capitol Hill.
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
President Trump urged Republicans and Democrats to come together during his second official State of the Union address.
Victory is not winning for our party. Victory is winning for our country.
The president discussed foreign policy matters like Venezuela and Syria during his address and announced plans for a two-day summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
Chairman Kim and I will meet again on February 27th and 28th in Vietnam.
With the threat of another government shutdown looming, Mr. Trump pressed for more funding for border security.
Simply put, walls work and walls save lives.
The president used his invited guests to highlight some of his biggest priorities, including immigration and criminal justice reform. Many Democrats in the chamber wore white in support of women, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who sat directly behind the president.
We also have more women serving in Congress than at any time before.
The president also made an apparent reference to the Russia investigation.
An economic miracle is taking place in the United States, and the only thing that can stop it are foolish wars, politics, or ridiculous partisan investigations.
And called on Congress to pass legislation to lower prescription drug prices. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
On Wednesday, President Trump speaks at the Global Coalition to Defeat ISIS at the State Department. Kentucky's Republican governor has had an emotional conversation with representatives from the Poor People's Campaign about voting rights, poverty, and gun violence. Representatives from the Poor People's Campaign showed up to Governor Bevin's office on Tuesday and refused to leave until he agreed to meet with them. They urged the governor to sign an executive order that would automatically restore voting rights for convicted felons. Bevin said the state legislature had to change the Constitution to make that happen. Behind me is the scene from December of 2017. The announcement of EnerBlue promised to create more than 800 new jobs. It was considered a huge win for Eastern Kentucky. However, after financial issues surfaced for EnerBlue, a statement from City Manager Philip Ellswick explains to us that the project is dead. WIMT's Marianne Fletcher explains how the potential job loss is affecting the region.
More than 800 potential jobs wiped from Eastern Kentucky.
EnerBlue has chosen Pikeville, Kentucky to build our lowest cost advanced high-power battery manufacturing plant.
In 2017, EnerBlue announced a huge job expansion for the region. John Thomas, the recently named CEO of EnerBlue, says he regrets having to suspend plans for the facility.
Unfortunately, it seems that EnerBlue was unable to secure the funding that they felt they would receive to pull this project to fruition.
East Kentucky CEO Chuck Sexton says this is not a breaking moment for Pikeville.
Where others may see negativity or setbacks, I try to find opportunity and ability to move forward.
Jared Arnett, the executive director of Shaping Our Appalachian Region, also known as SOAR, agrees.
You just have to look at it in that with Interblu, the industrial park was full, so it had slowed the recruiting process down a little bit because they were really out of space.
Arnett says it is up to the people of Eastern Kentucky to push past the setback.
It didn't all hinge on Interblu, it hinges on us, the people in this region, to keep fighting and make a difference.
Fighting for economic growth. In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
We will continue to follow this story, and we will update you as we receive new information on WYMT.com. Kentucky basketball was back at home this evening. Marcus Browning, sports director here at WYMT, has been keeping an eye on the Cats, and he joins us now for the latest. Marcus?
Yeah, Justin, Kentucky basketball back in action this evening. They're on a hot streak too, folks. Kentucky looking to make it 9 straight wins, hosting Frank Martin in South Carolina. Gamecocks started out hot, but the Wildcats just too much in this one. Hagens, that's Ashton, gets it right back after the turnover, finds E.J. Montgomery under the rim for the two-handed slam. Wildcats taking an 11-point lead into the break. Second half provided much more of the same. Hagens finds Washington. That's money on the bank from Washington from straight on. He had 20 points on the night. Then time winding down, Wildcats in control. E.J. Montgomery showing his range, his first double-double as Wildcat. 11 points, 13 rebounds. Kentucky cruises to a 76-48 win over the Gamecocks. Their win streak now gets stretched to 9 as the Wildcats dominated this one from pretty much the middle of the first half to the finish. I'll have a little bit more on the Wildcats coming up in sports. Justin.
Thank you, Marcus. We are still working to learn more on a fatal wreck that happened in Clay County. The Clay County Sheriff says it all happened around 10 a.m. on US 421 in Manchester. One person died when a minivan and Jeep Wrangler collided. That person's name has not yet been released. The Clay County Sheriff's Office is continuing to investigate. Hazard police are warning businesses to be on the lookout. In a Facebook post, they say someone has been passing around fake bills. The $50s and $100 bills have been used at restaurants around the city. People who work in the food industry say, quote, "This is not right and people need to stop."
People would always say, keep the change, and give you a fake 100, fake 50, say keep the change, and you would think you have a really nice tip, but then later on that night you find out the whole entire thing was fake, so you got to pay everything back.
If you have any information, please give Hazard Police a call. It was a tense night for first responders in Perry County yesterday. Perry County Dispatch says someone was threatening people with a shotgun in the Saul community. They say this man, Mitchell Bowling, was spotted on an ATV holding a shotgun. The deputy told Bowling not to touch the gun, but Bowling grabbed the gun and threw it over an embankment. Bowling tried to back away from the deputy after a brief struggle. The deputy took Bowling into custody. Bowling was charged with public intoxication, menacing, resisting arrest, and tampering with physical evidence. Pay close attention to the two photos you are about to see on your screen. The Manchester Police Department asks for your help tonight in identifying a woman or a vehicle. Here's the photo of the woman police need help identifying. They are looking to speak with her concerning a theft. And here's a photo of the vehicle police believe is related to the theft. If anyone knows the woman or recognizes the vehicle, you are asked to call the Manchester Police Department. Their phone number is 606-598-8411, or you can message them on Facebook. Bell County officials are giving parents who are behind on their child support a second chance. As of this morning, there are 227 parents with warrants for their arrest in Bell County after being habitually delinquent on payments. Officials say if they set up a payment plan or pay in full what they are behind, their warrant will be dropped.
Even though they may be years behind in their child support, they can start now and they'll actually be helping their children.
Parents have until April 1st to contact the Bell County Child Support Office to have their warrant removed. Coming up at 11, Eastern Kentucky is not the only region that experiences rock slides. We'll take you to the scene out west. And one person is dead after an electronic cigarette exploded in their face. We'll have the details.
Heavy showers will move into the forecast as we head into your Wednesday and Thursday. We'll break down that full forecast in a few minutes.